Hi there. If you're looking for plots that are fully serviced with water, sewer reticulation, power, all-weather gravel roads, then you don't want to go further than the plots that are available in Makeni Heights, Phase 2, and I'm so excited to tell you all about it, together with the developer, Makeni Heights, who's joining me in this video. So don't go anywhere. But if we haven't met, my name is Natasha Chumia. I'm the CEO of Diaspora Connect, and on this channel, I like to give you information and inspiration on the Zambian real estate market. Now, in today's video, we are going to learn all about Phase 2 plots of Makeni Heights. Makeni Heights is a gated community that is selling fully serviced plots, and I'm joined in today's video by the developer herself, Makeni Heights. Hi, Makeni.
Natasha, hi. Welcome back to Makeni Heights.
Thank you. It's so good to be here.
Thank you.
So for those of our audience who are not familiar with you and maybe haven't seen the first video, which, by the way, you all should see it, tell us briefly who you are.
So basically, my name is Makeni Heights, and I am an entrepreneur, a businesswoman, and the business that I'm doing right now is property development in Makeni.
Now, as I mentioned, we did that first video,
Yes.
which was all about Makeni Heights Phase 1.
Yes.
So tell us how that experience was.
So Phase 1, I'm so pleased to report that we're actually done with Phase 1, and I want to thank you and your team for the help, because you sold several plots here and we're excited that Phase 1 is done. So the phase went fantastic. So now we have officially opened Phase 2, and we're looking forward to a successful phase as well.
That's great. And we're really excited to be featuring Phase 2. So tell us about Phase 2.
So Phase 2 basically has 98 plots in it. And similarly to Phase 1, here at Makeni Heights, we're offering serviced plots. So each plot has water, each plot has access to the sewage, as well as power, as well as all-weather gravel roads. So we have already done the services for the first 30 plots that we're offering in Phase 2A.
Now, I know that, Makeni, you're a very particular person, and you don't want to sell plots that are not serviced. Is that why you're starting with the 30 plots?
Exactly. Okay. So what we have said is that our principle, our rules here at Makeni Heights are we are not going to sell any plot that is not serviced, because the client may want to build at any time. So we don't want a situation where we promise that the plot is going to be serviced and we run into difficulties.
Right.
So our policy here is we service first and then we sell. So we work first and sell after we have serviced the plot.
Now, you and I, because we're in this business, there's so many terms that we understand and that we use frequently,
Yes.
whereas others might not really catch on
Sure.
what we're saying. So can you just repeat what you mean by service?
Sure. So when I say serviced, what we mean is that we're providing, I would say, the bulk service, bulk infrastructure, so to speak. So as an example, here at Makeni, each and every plot has a water point. So when you come to the plot, literally, we'll open the tap for you and you'll find that there's water. Brilliant. The other point is that the manholes are already done for the sewage purposes. So it makes it very simple. Similarly, we have also put in the poles for ZESCO. So when you finish building, basically it's a question of applying to ZESCO for a quotation, and they will be able to connect you to power. So we're telling people we've taken out the hard work. So here at Makeni, you don't need a borehole, you don't need a septic, soakaway, or poles for ZESCO. So those are the things that we have done and are providing to our clientele.
And before we started shooting the video, you actually took us to your sewer treatment plant.
Yes, we're excited. So as a result of Phase 1 being so successful, once again to your team, we're so grateful that we've been able to finish the sewer treatment plant. And the good news is that the sewer treatment plant will actually cover all our phases. So we have 3 phases, and we just decided to finish it at the same time. That way we do the work once. So I'm so excited that the sewer treatment plant is done and has actually been approved by Lusaka Water and Sewage, because we are working in conjunction with them. So we're happy that piece of work is complete, so we don't have to worry about it.
Now, for our friends who live abroad, maybe they don't understand actually the import of that. Can you tell us the benefits of having all these services already catered to on site?
Sure.
You know, I think people don't understand how difficult it is maybe to get connected to Zesco. It sounds like a very small thing, but shed some light on that.
No, I will. So as an example, aside from in my personal capacity, I've also done my personal properties. And on one of my properties, I needed to drill a borehole. It cost me 100,000 kwacha.
Say that again, Mumeka.
100,000 kwacha. That's what it cost me.
That's right.
Because of the fact that in the area we had to go close to 120 meters down. So I had to pay for that. And then for Zesco, I think I had to they gave a quote, I had to get some poles. And then I had to do a soakaway. That cost me, I think, about 40,000. So we tell people here that roughly we have done the estimate that when you buy from us, we're removing close to 120,000 kwacha.
Really?
Because we have done the water, sewer, power, basic power. So that is, and then on top of that, it's time. Because the fact that, the fact that you have applied to Zesco is no guarantee you're going to get it done now.
Very, very much. Mumeka, we have a property where we've been chasing Zesco for over 1 year. We still haven't received a quotation.
Wow.
Over a year.
Yeah, exactly. So here, at least, the good thing is that the basics are done. So that it makes life easier. It took us a while to get the Zesco work done. But at the end of the day, that's why we're saying we want to work first. So when the customer comes on site, they're not inconvenient. So it took us a while to get the work. So a year is short from what I'm understanding. So maybe we should all go solar. That's another option. I don't know.
Okay, so the other services that I want to point out that you haven't mentioned, or that I just want to emphasize, is you do have these wonderful all-weather gravel roads.
Yes, we do, and they are well done. So just to be clear, these all-weather gravel roads, we didn't just hire a grader. So these are actually done all-weather roads, and we've also done the drainage as well. So that's very important. So in the rainy season, if you come here, it looks just like this.
Yeah.
So that's
I was
important.
Going to say that
it looks just like this.
The roads look the same as when we did the first video.
Exactly. Yeah. So and the roads are the same because the work was actually done. We actually hired a professional contractor to do the work, and the plans had to actually be approved before the work was done. So these roads you see and are very well done. They have a type of stone in them, which makes it last.
Oh, okay.
Just to put it on record, the colleagues who did it, a company called Oriental Quarries, I'm proud to say, which is basically down the road.
Exactly.
So they did an outstanding job, and those have been in construction for a long, long time, and they are highly qualified in what they do. So because of that, we're very happy with the work, and we're coming in the rainy season. We're not flooded.
Exactly.
So any small car can come, whether they're driving a Special or a Vitz or a 4x4, you can pass. So that's a very, very important point.
Yeah. And then the other point I wanted to mention on your services is we drove through the main gate and it is secured.
Exactly.
For security.
Yes. So on security, I think something people worry about is security. So what we have done, literally from day one, we have secured the property. What that means is that during the day we have 2 guards, at night we have 6. So we already have the security 24/7.
Brilliant.
Why? Because people are constructing, so they want to make sure the materials are safe. And because they are constructing, we encourage people, we motivate them saying you can actually build the house. You don't actually need to do any type of fencing first. So spend the money on your house, and then you can get back to a light type of fencing later. So for security, we actually are quite pleased with what we have offered. People are comfortable, and they say people have not missed things here.
Oh, that's
so they are very comfortable. The cement is there, and our security people were extremely alert because we want our customers to be comfortable.
Yeah. So I think that's such a great point, that people can bring the materials here and they can build at their own pace, knowing that the place is secured.
That's exactly. And so that is something we have done, made a deliberate effort. Yes. So we are very strict on security and monitoring. We careful about who comes in and goes out. because now that people are building, materials cost a lot of money.
That's right.
So far so good. I have not received any reports that materials have gotten missing. So I think that is definitely a good scorecard for us.
Yes, very much, very much. So now you've mentioned building. So tell us, and also for our audience, tell us what people have been doing in their estates.
Yes, so
we've walked around. We've
yes,
seen
so
it,
excited.
But,
So what we have is that we're allowing people to build when they have paid us 30% of the purchase price, because we wanted people to feel comfortable that they can take possession of their plot. But what is very interesting, I've found that most people, which is good, actually prefer to finish paying before they build. So we have about 25 people that are building slowly.
That's great.
Yes, and 3 people have moved in and are living here at Makeni Heights.
That's really
so we're excited about the fact that we're developing a community bit by bit, slowly.
Yes, and we've seen some of the structures going up. And people are really
some by
doing
your
a good
customers.
job.
Thank you so much again.
No, and thank you for providing the environment where you allow them to build.
Yes.
After 30%.
Yes.
I think that's been a major draw for people.
It has helped a lot.
Yeah,
and sometimes people ask me, oh, aren't you scared? I'm not scared. Because what I've found out is that, no one's going to build a house and expect it to be seized. People are serious.
Yes.
In fact, it provides an incentive for them to pay fast.
Correct.
I've found that those who start building actually end up paying us faster because they want to make sure that they are done. So it's a motivation because of the fact that they realize that they have the privilege of living in a house. Most people are running away from rentals actually, which are very expensive. So I think it's good. And I think the clientele that we have, through your vetting process, we have learned a lot from you actually. You're very serious. So the clients are very serious and they are committed to the payment plan. So really we have not had any problems with the people that are paying. So I'm excited about that.
And if I can just touch on the building, I know that, and this is something you can talk about, that you actually help with the building plans, is that correct?
Yes, so what we have is that we have put up 3 model houses. And so what we're telling clients is that if you want to, you can use our building plans, which have already been approved by the Chilanga Council and the Lusaka Provincial Planning. So about 4 to 5 customers are actually using the plans.
Okay.
So that helps. But then we are also telling people, if in the event that you're interested in building your own structure, you can go ahead. But the most important thing is that it has to be designed and approved, designed by a qualified architect, qualified, I stress, and approved by Lusaka, by the Chilanga Council and Lusaka Provincial Planning before you build. So here, we are not allowing people to build without the permission.
Yes. Yeah,
so that's very important. Yeah. And we're not allowing people to build without the plans being approved.
Yeah. And if I understand you correctly, even though you do give them access to your plans, they still, as a matter of procedure, have to get those plans approved by the council.
They have to get them approved by the council, but I'm assuming it's faster because the council has seen those plans before. Because each plan has to be put onto a different plot.
Exactly.
The plot may or may not be the same size. But in general, to be honest, we have found that we're working very smoothly with the Chilanga Council.
Okay.
And they're working fast. So people are not hindered by their process. So far, so good. Okay. So we don't have people that are stuck and are unable to build because they have not done their work. We're finding they're very efficient actually.
And do you have construction firms that you recommend? Because people always want to know, how do I find a good contractor? And what do you say to that?
So what I've done is that I think I have more of a light approach to that because of the fact that I feel people are free to choose the contractor that they want. What we have done, because we have 25 people building here, the good news is that we have examples.
Yes.
So we encourage the customers to kind of like engage with the contractors on site and be able to see if they can strike a rapport in terms of whether or not they would be able to build for them. And it happens. Some people are interested, so contractors have gotten work, but others, people have experience from other buildings they have done, and they're bringing in their own contractors. So I think we're flexible really, because we don't want to limit people, and we're not restricting people. But so far so good, in terms of people getting access to good contractors or choosing their own. Because at the end of the day, when people are building houses, building a house is expensive, so people tend to be quite serious about that, which is nice.
And I think one of the other things that you mentioned is that once somebody builds a plot, they hit that 30% payment threshold, they can start building. And you also mentioned that there are so many resources in the area.
Yes.
For people who want to do that. Maybe you can say
Exactly.
something
No,
about
sure.
that as well.
So the beauty about Makeni is that most of the building materials are here. You can find blocks, you can find sand, you can find cement. There are several containers for cement. You can find timber. And even when you talk about finishing the house, in Makeni we have Builders Warehouse?
Yes.
We have Phoenix Construct. There are so many outlets.
Yes.
So the good thing is that the materials are all here, which has a significant impact on the transportation cost.
I was about to say, yes.
Blocks. So literally, I mean, Oriental that does blocks, Denise that does blocks, cement is literally within 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Meaning the transport costs nothing is over 1,000 kwacha, as an example, which is important.
Very.
So the materials are available, which is nice.
Very. Okay, so now you've been in this area for a long time. Tell us some of the changes you're seeing in the neighborhood. What is accessible to people outside the estates?
So I think what I'm happy about is that we have a situation where there are several shops coming up, which is nice. There's actually a shopping mall, I think, run by one of a big company in the area, which is also nice. And on top of that, we have small, what I would call mom and pop shops.
Yes, yes.
The small ones where you can buy your basic goods as well.
And how far are the main shops where people can do like all their groceries?
Now, when you say all groceries, I would say maybe within, for me, when I think of all groceries, I'm thinking of maybe Makeni Mall.
Yes. Which
is about maybe 10-12 minutes away.
Okay.
So it's not Makeni Mall or Cosmopolitan Mall, because there you have your ShopRite, you have your game, where you can be able to do your shopping. So it's not bad, really.
Okay. And what about schools in the area? Are there good schools in the area? How far away are they?
So we have good schools, about 4 to 5. There's one, Baobab, Alpha. There are different schools within a 10-kilometer radius.
Oh, great.
And so the schools are mixed. We also have a government school close by.
Yes.
So I think it depends really. It's free education if you're interested in that.
Yeah.
So I think in terms of access to education, it's good.
Okay.
Just down the road from us is actually a school that opened up in January.
Oh, fantastic.
And so they're enrolling, and it's a private school. So every year, Makeni is becoming better.
And what about clinics and hospitals in the area? That's also something people want to know.
Sure. So what we have is that there are about 3 or 4 good ones. There's a government hospital or clinic, which is not far from here. There's also an Islamic hospital as well, and there's also something they call Makeni Ecumenical.
Okay.
So those are within 10 minutes of us.
Okay.
So the good thing is that, and we actually use them. We've had issues with some of our staff, and we've actually have rushed them there when there was an emergency. And we've been very happy with the response.
Okay.
So in terms of healthcare, we're quite happy with that. So there's private and government, depending on what you want.
Yeah. And just speaking about the family, I love that we're in this green space.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
tell us about it.
Yes, what we have done here is that we're calling this our our central area.
Yeah.
So we decided to landscape it like a year ago.
Yeah.
Because we want families to be able to come here and be able to enjoy the peace and quiet. You can hear the birds are singing. It's very peaceful. And so we're thinking that we will most likely put a commercial onto this, where we can have maybe a swimming pool,
lovely,
bar, grill, maybe gym as well, shop, pharmacy, basic stuff, basic amenities within Makeni Heights. So that way people can be able to rush and get the basics. So we're excited. We put a play park, like a kids area, swings. So I'm sure next time you interview me, there will be maybe we'll swing together. There'll be a swing. There'll be swings, so that way. Because I think we're here at Makeni Heights, we're trying to add value.
Yes, yes.
So we're trying to improve upon what we have and keep on making it better for our clients.
And I have to say that we are in the middle of the dry season, guys. For this lawn to be looking like this, then you guys are really working.
Yes, and it also shows the level of our water, because we have talked about the fact that our water is reticulated. So here, if I'm to open these sprinklers, the pressure of the water is fantastic. So we had done boreholes a long time ago. So like I said, each and every area has water. Which is fantastic. So we're excited about our green area and the breeze and the flowers. So we're very happy about it. It's peaceful.
All right, Momeka, now the $1 million question, or should I say the million kwacha question,
is
tell us about the prices and the payment plans.
Sure.
And also the plot sizes that you have in phase 2. That's what everybody will be wanting to know.
Sure. So the plot sizes we have are mixed. I have a 20 by 21, which is 236,000 kwacha.
And that's 400 square meters?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah.
It's slightly bigger, about 420 square meters.
Okay.
So I have something under 250,000
Great.
kwacha, which is good. Then I have my 20 by 25, which is about 275,000 kwacha. And then I have a bigger one, 21 by 34, which is about 400,000 kwacha. But the good thing I tell people is that we have a flexible payment plan. And it's flexible because of the fact we have improved upon phase one. In phase one, initially we had an 18-month plan, too short for people. We extended that to 24 months, too short. So now in phase two, the good news is that we actually have a 30-month payment plan.
That's brilliant.
So we have just to be clear, it's 2 years or 2.5 years, to be clear.
Yeah.
So we think that is reasonable because roughly that means you're paying, after the down payment, you'll be paying anywhere between 7 and 10,000 kwacha a month based on the plot size, which we think is reasonable.
Right, yes, no it is. And also, I think that one of the things that I just want to add on to that, you do offer 2.5 years now.
Yes.
But again, once people reach that 30% threshold, they can start building.
Once they reach 30%, they can start building. As long as the plan has been approved, like I mentioned, by the Chilanga Council. So people are building and they're comfortable. So I'm sure by next year we should probably, I'm hoping that we're going to have 50 people building.
Fantastic.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah,
I will be excited.
Omeka, thank you so much. This has been excellent.
Natasha, thank you so much for supporting us, for coming out here and meeting us, and we look forward to selling more plots in phase two.
Great.
Okay, thank you.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in getting more information on the plots that are available in Makeni Heights Phase 2, then make sure you click the link below this video and we'll send you an email with plot sizes, available plots, prices, payment plans. We'll give you all the details. Now, if there's another Zambian who you know who's interested in getting property back home, then please share this video with them. Now, you guys know that we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and I would really appreciate your help in helping us meet this goal because it really does mean a lot to us. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, then please hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification button so you don't miss any of our videos. And don't forget to give this one a thumbs up because I think Omeka was so great today. Otherwise, we would love to connect with you on social media, so connect with us on our different platforms, and it's bye for now.